So the question I was given on IG was how, in fact, are women's emotions and menstrual cycles ruled by the moon? First, you have to understand that the moon actually controls all bodies of water on the earth. It orbits the earth every 27 days. And as it gets closer to certain bodies of water, its gravitational pull pulls the water out, and as it leaves, the water comes in. High tide, low tide. Well, your body is 60% water. So, in the great words of Bobby Hemmett, as it is above, so it is below. So there are a lot of things in the universe that actually control us as the moon controls the water. It takes 27.399 days for the moon to complete its orbit around the earth. That's exactly how many days it takes for a woman's cycle to come on and then leave and come back and leave and come back. So it is said that on the new moon, a woman typically comes on her cycle, and by the full moon in the same month, the woman is actually ovulating. And a lot of the older people will say, well, on the full moon, people is fighting, fucking, or whatever the hell they say. But the moon actually controls a lot of your emotional states. So, like, as it wades and wanders and then it comes back around, so do your emotions. So this is how we're controlled by the moon. And if you don't know it, sometimes it still yanks on you and pulls you and makes you feel a certain way. We talked about this on IG, but typically when a woman releases through her menstrual cycle, so does a lot of held up or harbored or subconscious feelings. In order to get past those feelings and emotions, it's kind of inevitable, but you can kind of make the transition a little bit smoother by addressing all things that you have a problem with throughout the month until you get to your period. Have you ever wondered why some periods you're really, really emotional and other periods you're not? It's because subconsciously during that month, you actually handled everything emotionally. You didn't harbor anything. We all know that when we say, oh, you got a gut feeling, I feel it in my gut, that's pretty much your intuition. A lot of your emotions and traumas as a woman are harbored in your womb. So is your intuition. So all of these things are held up. And when your womb releases, so does your emotion. So that is how we are controlled by the moon. Queen Afua in her book Sacred Woman also says that if you also want to become more in touch with your womb, instead of fighting the fact that you're controlled by the moon, you're supposed to submit to the moon and harness its power. There's a lot of ways you can do it. She has moon rituals. You can dance. She has prayers for the moon. She also suggests that you create a sister circle through the month. And our waist measurement challenge, which we do every other month, and the other one is coming up in October 2019. We all get together and we use it as a circle of growing spiritually, which means we're learning and sharing information. And then also we use it as a purge or detox. So we are detoxing our bodies of horrible processed foods, fast food, fried food. We do a fast on the 15th, and this is all detoxing the body of bad chemicals and things like that. But also the sister circle, subconsciously, when you call your homegirl and you be like, bitch, let me tell you what the fuck happened, that's an emotional detox. So when you do that, you have to be careful, because if you have created like I think it's called a trauma bond, you and your homegirl will go back and forth all day about fucked up shit, and nobody will ever come to a fucking solution. So you're supposed to be in a sister circle where you are around females that not only listen and hear you out, but y'all biddies is supposed to come to a solution and proactively fix the issues that you have. Also, the sister circle is supposed to help you address the relevance of an issue. As women, we are emotional creatures. This could be a situation that doesn't even deserve your effort. You need to be around women that are strong enough to say, hey, listen, sis, that shit ain't fucking with your money. Your children is healthy. You still got your roof. Your car's still running. That shit don't mean nothing. Fuck that shit. Let's focus on getting this money and bettering ourselves. Opposed to being with the woman that's gonna say, well, let me tell you how fucked up my shit is. Girl, we just fucked up. I guess we'll forever be fucked up. Let's smoke a blunt. Let's drink a beer. It might feel like it's working, but it's not helping in your spiritual growth or your ascension. So, when you talk about the moon, understand we are pulled and pushed by, just like the tide is pulled and pushed. Almost all the rituals laid out in Queen Afua's book, Sacred Woman, have to do with connecting to the moon. She has moon dance. She has moon prayer. She has anointing your womb, speaking to your womb, becoming more in tune with your womb, since she is what's controlled, and y'all know our womb is the gateway between life or death, so it definitely is a very spiritual place. We are the creators of the future. We are the creators of generations to come. So this is how you are connected to the moon. I suggest, if you are not that person that's going to dance by the moon, she also suggests that you get a group of sisters and everybody dances in a circle clockwise, the same way the moon orbits the earth. If you're not ready to take it to that stage, which that's fine, you may not even have a sister circle that is on a conscious level that will speak about how they feel about the moon and how they feel about their menstrual cycles. I suggest you keep it light, and then as you all build, you can build rituals that may enhance or help you harness the powers of the moon. So instead of talking to your homegirl in the house, sit outside and talk with her over a nice glass of wine while y'all build and try to better yourselves after you do the emotional purge. Because that's a real important part of the whole sister circle too, because nobody can relate to you like another person with a vagina. When I was in my psychiatry 101 class, they said that the bonds go as follows. The strongest bond is the bond between a mother and a child. The second strongest bond would be the sisterhood bond. No stronger driving force than the mother and the child, the sister circle, and then comes your significant other. And that's how women bond. That's why when you lose your homegirl, you more hurt than when you lose your nigga, because she was your sanity. She was your peace. She was your outlet. So when you went through these things and you were a mother and you put your mask on, like, I can do it, you had a whole bunch of feelings harbored that you needed to release, and you only wanted to release those with somebody that can identify with you. We as women know it's nothing more frustrating than sharing your feelings and not feeling that it is reciprocated or even paid attention to. That's why it's very important to have this sister circle. That is how we are ruled by the moon. I hope I helped a little bit. If you're on your period, go outside during the moon. If your period is coming, get a piece of paper if you ain't got nobody to talk to. Write down all the issues that you're having, and on the other side of the piece of paper, write down the solutions. If you'd like, you can do music therapy. Turn on some music that's going to help you get through it. Do not turn on no fucking love songs that's going to put you deeper in the hole. You need some independent, you need that type of shit. You need some independent women type of shit. You need some Queen Latifah. Who you calling a bitch? You need shit to pick you up. You don't need that sad shit. Why me? My love is lost. Don't fuck with that shit if you're trying to get better. I'm just saying. Matter of fact, try some jazz. Try some alternative blues. Try some rock and roll maybe. Listen to some African music. Like, the mind needs to be reset. Everything we're doing, we are in the process of re-educating ourselves and resetting our minds. So you cannot reset your mind in the same mind state that you've been in. So reset the mind, reset the consciousness, reset the cells, and that is how you ascend. I really hope this helped, because when I learned this shit, it fucking helped me. I ain't got it all the way yet, but goddamn it, I'm learning. And that's how women are affected by the moon.